The effectiveness of sales scripts when making sales calls or presentations is really out for debate. Some salespeople swear by them, whereas others are adamant that they sound better when just speaking from the heart. Whichever side of the fence that you sit on, it's safe to say that sales scripts can help any salesperson to at least stay on track and to get across the right messaging to your prospect. A good, well-written sales script should help you to question the prospect perfectly, understand their pain points, and set you up ready to close the sale with your solutions. Rob Spence here, the Managing Director of Paragon Sales Solutions. I'm a popular sales trainer and sales author. Over the past 2 or 3 years, I've written sales scripts for hundreds, if not thousands of people and businesses around the world. What I always advise people to remember is that a sales script should only be there as a guide. If you come across like you are a robot just going over a script, then you are most certainly going to put people off. If, however, you use a sales script as a sort of guide, a bit of a map, if you were, then you'll be on the right steps to sales success. And in this video, I'm going to help you write the most effective sales scripts. So first of all, make sure you niche it down. When trying to sell, particularly over the phone, it can be very tempting to try and sell everything and anything that your business can provide. However, this can be very damaging simply because you are going to overload your prospects with too much information and you are only going to put them off. Instead, look to niche down your offering, at least in this first conversation. Get your foot in the door, and then you'll have a better angle at cross-selling further down the line. The best way to look at this is from the viewpoint of an IT support company. Normally, IT support companies can do an awful lot, from hardware sales to remote IT support to cybersecurity, cloud hosting, and much more. Now, if you were to call up a company in the hope of selling all of these services, you are only going to panic your prospect and ultimately put them off. If, however, you choose just one or a couple of those services and focused on them, you'll be in for a much higher chance of success. If you pair this tactic with some form of lead magnet or perhaps a hook that you can offer to your prospect, then getting your foot in the door will automatically become a lot easier. Think along the lines of a free audit or a free consultation or perhaps a review, to name just a few ideas. Secondly, make sure you question and then listen. How annoying are those sales calls where you pick the phone up and all the salesperson does is just waffle on until your ears bleed about how amazing their company is and what they can do for you. And how many times have you heard this and just put the phone down on these people? Instead of opening up and pitching and waffling on, why not just ask some questions and then shut up? You see, what so many salespeople forget is that many prospects will tell you what they actually want to buy if you ask them. So when writing your sales script, think about the solutions that your offering can bring and then use questions to highlight those pain points that you can then go on to solve. So if we were to go back to the IT support company that we mentioned earlier on in this video, we could use questions like, how much time do your staff waste trying to solve IT issues? Or are you worried about how a data breach might affect your client retention rates? Or do you stay up at night worrying about what would happen if all of your hardware suddenly stopped working tomorrow? Number 3, state the benefits. Going back to the very basics of sales, you must always sell the benefits, not the features. Now you've discovered the pain points of your prospect. Now is the time to highlight the benefits to them so that they can understand how you can solve the problems. If you have asked the right questions, then this becomes the easy part. When writing your sales script, have a list of all of the benefits that align with the pain points that you have written down. That way, all you have to do is work tirelessly on the pitch to make sure the right benefits are highlighted for the right pain points. And finally, always look for the close. It's important when writing a sales script to remember to always lead the prospect to the next steps. Now, normally, this might be a full closure of a sale on the first call. However, it could be that you set up a face-to-face meeting or a video call perhaps. It could be permission to send an email with more information. It doesn't really matter what it is, just make sure you are always looking to take the conversation to the next step. And there we have it, how to write a sales script. Now it's time for you to get your pen and paper out and start writing. Just be ready to edit and rewrite the script where required. A sales script should never be written in stone, and the more you use it, the more you will understand what works, what doesn't work, and what needs to change. Of course, if you do want some help writing your sales script, then the whole team here at Paragon Sales Solutions are always on hand to help you. Thanks so much for watching this week's video. Really hope, as always, you've enjoyed it. If you're watching on Facebook, please do drop a comment below and share it with all your friends, colleagues, and contacts. If you're watching on YouTube, please do like the video and subscribe. We give these videos and all this content away for free, and all we ask is a bit of support back. Can't wait to share with you the next video. Until next week, all the best.